If you would like to start a Climate Healers group in your area and post your events on VeganLinked.com with other Climate Healer groups and events, go to VeganLinked.com, join, create a listing, and add your events. But first, let me give you a quick tour of VeganLinked. Here's the home page, and you can search the different categories and events and users. You can join here or on the home page here. And there's a few more options under more. But in order to add a listing, you first have to be signed in. And in order to sign in, you have to join. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see here are some events. You can view all of the events. Here's some skilled vegans, worldwide vegan entities, vegan places, food and drink establishments, organizations, and some videos that I've created for VeganLinked. Once you join VeganLinked, you can add a listing under any of these categories, and you can add events. You can also associate your event to your vegan organization. So we're going to add a Climate Healers group under organizations, and then we're going to add some Climate Healers events under events and link them up so you could see how all that works. First, you got to join. So click join, put your name. Your username and URL is going to be your unique reporting location to your user profile. So if you go to users, you can see all the different users. If you click on one of those users, here's an example of a user profile. And here's the user profile's URL. Theirs is vegan, and here's their story and some of their posts and listings you can see. So we're creating a user profile. If you have like a tag name or some business name that you would like to use, that's fine here. And if you don't have anything or can't think of anything, or whatever you think of is already taken, just put in CHG for Climate Healer Group, and then maybe put in your city, your email, your password, and be sure to use a strong one. Let us know when you became vegan, and share your story. Don't be afraid to be elaborate. It can be inspiring. Let us know you're not a robot, accept our terms, review them if you would like. And when you click create account, you'll be brought to the add listing page and events. Now you're a user on VeganLinked. And now you can add an organization, and then we'll come back and add an event. So now pick a package under organization to add your Climate Healer group. The affiliate program is pretty new, so we don't really have any affiliates yet. You can learn more about that here and select one if you want, or just skip it. Be sure to indicate that you are the business owner, otherwise someone can claim the group, unless you're adding this listing for someone else. Give the group a name, and give us a nice elaborate description, maybe share when you're gonna have screenings. Let us know again when you became vegan. Be sure to pick the category, Climate Healers Group. Put in a tag, maybe something like vegan film screenings. If you have a physical location that you don't mind being public, put the complete address in here. Otherwise, if you don't want to share an address, just put the city. If you don't mind having a public phone number, indicate that here. The email address is for a contact form on the listing. If you have a website, put it there. Otherwise, it's kind of cool to put Climate Healers website and always include the entire URL. If you created a Facebook page or Instagram or any other kind of social media profile for the Climate Healers group, indicate that in each of these fields. Now the logo is only going to show up where the listing appears in searches or list pages or on the home page. It doesn't actually show up on the listing itself though. If you look at, say, organizations, and you go to one of these that I've already created, you'll see the logo does not appear here, but the image does. So here's the logo and here's the images. We'll go ahead and select an image to show you, and we'll pick this image here just to give you an example. Submit the listing. And now you have a Climate Healers organization. So now we've done two things. We've joined VeganLinked by creating a user profile, and we've created a Climate Healers organization of Gastonia. Next, we're going to add an event. Go to more, click add listing event. You can also get to that from the bottom, add new, and then you're going to scroll to events and click a package you want. Again, we have a referral code. You can skip that. You're going to indicate that you are the business owner if you're doing this for your organization. But if you're listing it for somebody else and you want them to come back later and claim it, then don't check this. But if you're listing it for yourself, check it. Give it a name. It's always nice to include the city and the name of the screening. Give it a good description if you're going to have a discussion panel or a Q&A. Pick a category, Climate Healers event, add a tag, maybe something like vegan film screening in Gastonia, the name of your city. Pick the date that the screening's gonna be and a time. Be sure to put the complete address for the event so people know how to get there. If there's somebody that people can contact in regard to details about the event, please put that here. An email address. If there's a link to register or buy tickets, you can always put that there. You might want to put the venue website. If there's a Facebook event that's been created, you can put a link to that here and so on. Again, we have a place for logos and a place for photos, maybe pictures of previous screenings. I almost forgot, we can associate this event with the vegan organization here. So let's go ahead and put Climate Healer Submit. And now we have the event. Here's the event, the details, and where it is on the map. People can leave comments. You can share by copying this and pasting it on Facebook or somewhere. And you can see photos. And you can see the organization. So if somebody clicks this, it'll bring them to the organization and they can see the other events that this organization has. Another thing that's cool is if somebody picks the category Climate Healers Group, they can see other Climate Healer groups in Gastonia if there are some, because that's where we were. It keeps that in there, so you can clear that and search all the Climate Healers groups. And that'll show you all the different Climate Healer groups. So we have one in Shelby, Gastonia, and Charlotte, and these are all just examples right now. And the same thing for the events. If you go to events, you can search Climate Healers events and see all of the different Climate Healer events on the map. And you can share this URL as well. So if you wanted to say, hey, check out all the Climate Healers events, by copying that URL and pasting it in social media. Same thing with the groups. You could say, hey, check out all the different Climate Healer groups by copying that URL and sharing it. So that sums it up. Thanks for watching and all you do to help accelerate the vegan movement worldwide.